Hello and welcome to today's video. So this time we're going to be taking a look through my main series Penguin, numbers 2001 up to 2200. There's some really classic 60s design on display here, which I'm sure you're going to enjoy taking a look at. So sit back, relax, and let's get to it. Okay, so we start off with this one, which is Penguin 2002. It's The Man with the Cane, Gene Potts. Cover design, Romek Marber, and if the cover designer is noted anywhere in the book, I will let you know. One of his sort of classic crime ones there, and this one's dated 1964, so we got an idea of when these were being published. 2008, The Floor and the Crystal, Godfrey Smith, another crime title. Derek Birdsall did the cover design on that one. And we've got a fair few to get through today, so I'm not going to hang around too long. This is 2009, A Season in Love, Peter Draper. Fiction one. 2011, Family Favourites, A Roman Scandal. We just sort of see the style of cover starting to change ever so slightly. Cover shows a bust from the time of Augustus. The Shocking History of Advertising. I've had this one for a little while actually. Remember this one? Sort of advertising in the Madman era. This is Claudine at School by Colette. These are fairly sought after books nowadays. There's a few in the series. Here's another one. This is 2016, Claudine and Annie. This one's been laminated. I did pick up a few books in this sort of era. This 60s, sort of mid-60s era that had been an original owner, but they have been laminated, but they have been preserved in excellent condition. This is the first of a handful of Ed McBains that we'll see this time. This is another 87th precinct. You see the little 87th in the circle there. Cover designed by Alan Spain. Big fan of these books. I'm amazed they took so long to get published in the UK, to be honest. This is a real favourite. This is Penguin 2020. So a little play on numbers. This one, obviously, gold rimmed spectacles, just referring to glasses, and 2020 eyesight. I believe this one's also designed by, was it Pinpoint Studios? Yeah. So the cover designed by Pushpin Studios. There we are. It's one of my real favourites. That one, I absolutely love it. First Maigret today. This is 2025, Maigret and the 100 Gibbets, Simonon. And I do love the early Penguin Simonons. Cover design, Geoffrey Martin. And just to let you know, I am very much trying to fill in the missing Simonons that I have not got in my main series collection. And then the dedicated video will be on its way, because a few people have asked me about that. Maigret at the Crossroads, 2028. Geoffrey Martin did the cover design again. And you can see why these are so popular. They're very short books, lots of familiar characters in, just like the 87th Precinct of McBain. Here's the first of a couple of Penguin Modern Classics we're going to see today. This is a particularly nice one. It's Hadrian VII. It's Penguin 2031. Really nice sort of unread copy of that one. So I think I got that on one of my post-lockdown trips to Honiton, I believe, that one. 2033, Dignity and Purity, Ian Jeffries. Nice photo jacket on that one. Dennis Jackson is the cover designer. Joyce Carey, 2034, The Captive and the Free. Good stuff. So we've got 2035, Stop at Nothing, John Welcome. Another Romek Marber cover design there. And you are being spoilt with some great design in this video, I tell you. 2037, The Man Who Won the Pools. Adrian Bailey did that cover. That's quite interesting, isn't it? I'm not sure, but that might be ever so slightly miscut. You see that little line along the top there? It looks like it's been misguillotined at the printers, possibly, that one. This is in B format. It's one of the Penguin cartoon books, 2039, The Penguin Hoffnung. And Penguin did a few of these, and we'll see more and more as we make our way towards 3000 in the main series. I think they're brilliant. They're a bit of fun, and I love the Penguin cartoon books. I really do. And I don't mind. I know some people are not fans of the B format. I think some stuff really suits itself to it, so I don't mind it. Now, one of the driest books, 2044, Penguin Science Survey B, 1964. These are definitely one of those sorts of books that you would only ever pick up if you were a publisher completist. Cover design by Henrion. And believe it or not, Penguin did a few of these. You would have thought that a title like that would have ended up in the Pelicans, but no, they stuck it in the main series. First of the PG Woodhouses, we'll see a few of these. I'm not a massive fan of these cartoon illustrations. You had Jeffrey Salter, you had loads of them. I think the books are fantastic. I think these editions with these covers, I'm not a massive fan, I'm afraid to say. I really, really don't like them. Jeeves in the Offing, another Woodhouse, same designer. Yes, I do love Woodhouse. There's no denying that. Heart of the Goof, one of his golfing ones. Hot Water, another excellent story, this one. Great fun. So that appears to be a 4 consecutive numbers there. 46, 47, 48, 49. So a Woodhouse 4 there. The Genuine Pennings, Paul Jennings. Halo Hodson did the cover artwork there. And it is nice that Penguin do, at this point in their history, they do credit their designers. One Day in the Life of Ivan Densovich. Alexander Solzhenitsyn. The masterpiece on life in a Stalinist labor camp which shook Russia and shocked the world. Gillian Lewis designed that cover. That's quite nice, isn't it? This is another one I picked up recently, 2055. I think this is quite scarce, but who can tell, eh? Book on physical fitness. It's just not the sort of thing you would expect many copies to have survived. But who knows, eh? Who knows? Lanterns and Lances, Thurber, James Thurber, 2057. He was another sort of comic writer. See, there's a few cartoons in there as well by him. And Penguin did also produce a cartoon book of Thurber. Roy Fuller, Image of a Society, 2058. Cover drawing by R.F. Micklewright. That's something a bit different, isn't it? Another modern classic, Joseph Conrad. I don't mind this author at all. I've read a couple of his. Victory, this isn't one of them. One of his longer books by the looks of it. Very nice. Don't mind Joseph Conrad though. And Sybil Bedford, 2065, A Legacy. Cover drawing by Philippe Julien. And it's good that they've done something like that. It's quite an extravagant cover, but they've definitely kept the Penguin look. I guess they just had to. they would have been so tired on the racks compared to everything else that was being published around this time. 2068 then, Trumpets from the Steep, Diana Cooper. Fox in the Attic, Richard Hughes, particularly nice copy of that one. That's 2069, looks virtually unread. Cover drawing by Kerry Richards. Kerry Richards. Look at that, that's one of those beautiful time machine books, straight from the past. 2072, Conjugal Love, Alberto Moreira. Giovanni Thermes did the cover to that one. Yes, so I've got 2 copies of this one actually. I'm a massive fan of Anthony Pole's Dance to the Music of Time. This is in the sequence, also one of my favourites, Casanova's Chinese Restaurant. All the covers of the Penguin editions were done by Osbert Lancaster, and they are signed very, very small down the bottom there along the pavement. But they're fantastic. I love that series of 12 books, and if you've never read them, I can't recommend them enough. Right then, 2076, The Minister, Maurice Edelman, cover drawn by Robin Jacks. So we've seen him recently, haven't we, in some of the Hornblower books, and did a few others as well. Quite a nice style on him there. Then we've got 2079, The Old Men at the Zoo, Angus Wilson. Terence Greer was the designer on that one. 2081, Robert Shaw. And this is another one that came my way fairly recently, and I don't know if you recognise him on the back, but that is the actor Robert Shaw, who went on, well, around this time he'd already been in a few films, such as, was it Goldfinger? I think he was in, yeah, I'm pretty sure. No, From Russia with Love is one of his. He was the chap Bond had that battle with in the train at the very end. Also most famous as Captain Quint from Jules. That's probably his most famous role. Gerald Durrell, 2082, 3 Singles to Adventure. I like Durrell. He's a good author, good naturalist. Another one by him there, The Whispering Land. And come the end, Penguin had published all Durrell's books, but they had published quite a bit earlier, 2084 here. My Family and Other Animals, A Zoo in My Luggage, another quite famous one. So I guess they were just catching up with some of the books that they hadn't got round to publishing. They're all super common. Gerald Durrell and Penguin, massive print runs, but they're nice editions as well. 2085 then, The Sovereigns, Roger Valleyland, cover drawing by Paul Hogarth. So we've seen him a few times as well in Penguin history, haven't we? It's a nice one there. Lovely. Then we've got a scarce late crossword book. This is 2089. And these later ones don't really turn up, you know. I think they're even harder to find than some of the earlier ones, the wartime ones. But yeah, pretty scarce. And we'll always pick these up because completists such as me are always going to be on the lookout for them. 2091, The Hour of Maximum Danger, James Barlow. So there's loads of these that I've not got, of course. You know, there's big gaps and the numbering jumps around quite a bit. Cover design, Derek Birdsall. However, that's the fun of collecting penguins. You're never going to get them all. So it's an ongoing, you know, hobby, really. Another modern classic here, 2094, Oscar Lewis, The Children of Sanchez. Lovely, massive, big, thick one. That one, 8 and 6. That was when it was first published. That was quite a bit of money. Keith Waterhouse, 2099. There Is a Happy Land. John Ward doing the cover design on that one. Then we've got 2101. William Styron, The Long March. Now, quite a distinctive cover design. Milton Glaser. So I was almost tempted to say, is that a Romek Marber, but it's not one that I'd seen before, and no, it wasn't one of his. An American Romance, Hans Königsberger, 2102. This is Milton Glaser again. That's the designer. Crime one now. Philip MacDonald, Guest in the House. It's quite nice, isn't it? That owl there sat on top of the clock face. Germani Faciti, so that's another great designer there. Did that one. Very nice indeed. Bit of a famous one here, Girl with the Green Eyes, Edna O'Brien. This one had a massive print run because it seems to turn up all the time. That was Rita Tushingham on the front, the actress. This is another one of those ones that was laminated, 2110, The Aspirin Age. Derek Birdsall did the cover design. Big thick one, that. It's another crime title. The Nose on My Face, Lawrence Payne, 2111. David Frost apparently did the cover design of that one. Not an author I recognise for crime fiction. So Lady L, Romain Gary. Only Sophia Loren was woman enough to play Lady L in the film of Romain Gary's exuberant novel. Sophia Loren and Paul Newman. Oh, and David Niven, directed by Peter Ustinov. What a lineup. Let's have a look. Where are we date-wise now? Still 1965. Not exactly a long novel. It's only just a touch over 165 pages. So 2114 is Sons of God, Gwyn Griffin. Now this was actually signed, that's Steadman. So that's Ralph Steadman. So he was really famous for doing these sort of nightmarish illustrations. Very, very distinctive design. And he was very much part of the sort of this mid-60s artistic movement. This is 2115. The Luck of Ginger Coffee, or Kofi, maybe, Brian Moore. And this was also the book of the film, also by Robert Shaw, who incidentally we saw there, the Sun Doctor. So this was the film starring Robert Shaw and Mary Earr. There you go, see what a talented guy he was, Robert Shaw. Last little wedge for me now. So The Meaning of Treason, Rebecca West. This is 2116, and I believe this is this is another one by Romek Marber, the great designer. I think this one's looking at Nazi atrocities, I believe, that particular one. Oh, this is a great one. So I've got two copies of this one. So this is my sort of better example of the Essential Hemingway 2117. This book is heavy, so there's a lot of pages in it. And the pages aren't particularly thick. So yes, it's just a touch under 500 pages, but as you can see, they've squeezed in the very, very best of Hemingway in there. It includes the complete Fiesta, which was often released individually, but that's my sort of copy for my collection. And I do have a copy which I take on holiday reading, and that's this one here. This is my reading it by the pool copy of the Essential Hemingway, because it is really, really good. If you are on holiday, it's just the sort of book you might like to dip in and out of, you know. Oh, another classic, Ed McBain. Do love these. Killer's Payoff. Another 87th precinct. You see the design going around the outside there. Definitely have a dedicated Ed McBain vintage paperback video planned. I'm still missing just a handful though. When I get them, I shall be doing that dedicated video because I love them, British and American editions. Wilfrid Thesiger, 2125, Arabian Sands. Don't remember much about this. And cover design, Martin Bassett. Don't remember this at all. It's actually got a photo insert, so... Oh, it looks like more like travel writing by the look of it. The Taste of Too Much, Clifford Hanley, 2127. Cover drawing by Malcolm Carter. This is a great one. Origins of the Second World War. A.J.P. Taylor looks in that sort of that period from the end of the First World War up to like 1933 and the rise of Adolf Hitler. Great book, that one. Very interesting. This Island Now, 2133. The 1962 Wreath Lectures. And Bertrand Russell. Oppenheimer spoke at that one. Wow. Cover design, Paul Gorey. It's not only just 100 pages, and we've seen a few of these really like minimalistic Penguin books, haven't we? Really thin little numbers. Lionel Davidson, The Rose of Tibet, 2137. Cover design by Heather Mansell. Another nice unread one, that. Oh, another author I absolutely love, Dick Francis. And this is Dead Cert, one of his very earliest, before he moved over to Pan. So Penguin did his first couple of books, and this is an absolute masterpiece. Really, really great. Whatever you think of horse racing, Dick Francis was the master of horse racing fiction. Cover design, Sheila Perry. I actually have that one in hardback first as well. Jeremy Brooks, Henry's War, 2140. Charles Raymond did the cover design for this one. Colin McInnes, Mr. Love and Justice, 2145. Peter Blake, the pop artist, did that cover. Actually looks like him as well, doesn't it? His style, I mean. Oh, that's cool. Another crime, another Ed McBain, Killer's Wedge. I love the way 87th Precinct has been worked into the design there. This is C2149, so they put a little C prefix because it's crime. Cover design by Alan Spain. I've seen his name a few times. Of course, when those got published in America, they're beautiful painted artwork covers. But I like the Penguin ones as well. These are very, very popular, not with myself, but they are very, very popular. Thomasina, Paul Gallico, popular author, simple as that. And that's one of his most popular titles. John Hershey, famous, of course, for Hiroshima, amongst other things, but he did write quite a few other books. This is 2152, The Child Buyer. Cover drawing by John Sorrell. John Updike, great author, 16 stories. This is short stories, 2161, The Same Door. Cover design by Astrop Stroke Hill. Something a little bit different there. And yeah, these are just John Updike short stories, which I love a good short story. The Rothschilds, Frederick Morton, 2162. Germani Faciti, again, did the cover design for that. Very, very nice. Got a photo insert as well, that particular one. Lovely. Now a crime title. So we got yet another Ed McBain, Till Death, 2164. Evidently these were selling very, very well. Cover design by Alan Spain. (2166) Pumpkin Eater, Penelope Mortimer, another book that turns up a lot. Cover design shows Anne Bancroft in a scene from the movie. There's Anne Bancroft there. 2168 Look Back, Mrs. Lot, Ephraim Kishon. Looks like Mel, what's he called? Mel Kalman. Yeah, there we are. Recognised it straight away. All these sort of men look a bit like that. That was 2168. Another one which I love, 2169. This is Painting as a Pastime. It's by Churchill, yeah, the Churchill, who was a budding artist. I didn't think he was that good, to be honest, and a huge collection of Churchill originals appeared on eBay last year, and they were only going for between £400 to £600 a pop, and many of them were signed, and people were saying it was worth it just for the signature alone, but the actual paintings, those still life ones, were just not that good, even though I'm a fan. Life at the Top, this is another big seller, 2176, John Brain. Cover shows Lawrence Harvey and Gene Simmons, who star with Honor Blackman and Michael Craig. Life at the Top, famous little book, and that's the Penguin tie into it. Still in 1965, believe it or not. Last handful now, so we got Catherine Mansfield in a German Pension. David Gentleman did another famous designer. I mean, the designers that they've been through, what a selection we've had today. Absolute cream of the crop of classic 60s designers. Another great one. This is the third one in the series, selected by Brian Aldiss. It's the Yet More Penguin Science Fiction, 2189. And the three books, the two prior to this, were then put together into the Penguin Science Fiction Omnibus. So that's good stuff. And we've got Love and the Spanish, Nina Epton. This is 2191. Andre Francois did the cover design for that. This one's also got a photo insert. And the last one for today, 2193, it's an Aldous Huxley, another author I really like. Island. Lacey Everett did the cover design chores on this one, and this one's actually published 64, so that one came out a little bit earlier than some of these later numbers. So there you go. I hope you've enjoyed looking through that little run of vintage Penguin books. Certainly some fantastic designers to see today. If you have enjoyed today's video, do please give it the thumbs up. Do please hit the subscribe button if you've not already for regular vintage Penguin book content, and I'll look forward to seeing you again very soon. Bye.